Stand at the window of any airport and watch the planes. Everyone does. It feels like the whole point of the place. But if you could see this building the way its accountants see it, you would turn around. Because the most profitable thing at this airport is probably behind you. It has no wings, no engines, and it never leaves the ground. It is the parking garage, a tower of concrete where nothing ever moves faster than 5 miles an hour. And in America, the numbers say something almost absurd. Airports collect more money from cars that sit perfectly still than from the fees they charge airplanes for landing. That sounds like it cannot be true, so let me show you how the machine actually works. Every dollar an airport earns falls into one of two buckets. The first bucket is aviation money, landing fees, gate rentals, terminal charges. Airlines pay it, and it is priced almost like a utility bill. Heavily negotiated, closely regulated, and in many cases set just high enough to cover the cost of running the airfield. Runways, it turns out, are terrible at making profit. The second bucket is everything else: the coffee you grab before boarding, the perfume and duty-free, the rental car counter, and towering above all of them, the parking. The industry calls this commercial revenue, and here's the key difference. Almost nobody regulates what an airport can charge you for a parking space. This second bucket is enormous. In recent industry data, world airports earned about $146 billion in a year, and more than a third of those dollars came from the commercial side, not from aviation. And in North America, one item dominates that commercial side like nothing else: parking. It makes up more than 40% of all commercial income at North American airports. Not the shops, not the restaurants. The garage is the anchor tenant of the American airport. Now, put the two sides next to each other. A landing fee is charged by weight. A large passenger jet might pay a few $1,000s to touch down, and that cost is spread across hundreds of ticket holders, pennies per passenger for the most complicated infrastructure in the building. A parking spot near the terminal at a big American hub can cost $30 or $40 a day. Leave your car there for a week while you travel, and your motionless sedan has paid the airport more than some small aircraft pay to land. And here's the part that makes finance people smile. A garage is a slab of concrete. Once it is built, one more parked car costs the airport almost nothing. No staff on board, no fuel, no baggage. The margins on parking are some of the fattest in the entire travel business. Federal data makes it concrete. In one survey of American airports, parking and ground transportation brought in around $3.4 billion in a single year. Every landing fee in the country, combined, brought in about $3 billion. The cars beat the planes. So how did the home of aviation become a real estate business? Part of the answer is a rule most travelers have never heard of. American airports are required to be as financially self-sustaining as possible. Public money is scarce, and airlines fight every fee increase. So airports learned to hunt for money anywhere the planes were not. The hunt has a longer history than you might think. The first duty-free shop in the world opened back in 1947 at Shannon Airport in Ireland, selling whiskey to transatlantic passengers waiting for their planes to refuel. Airports have been quietly perfecting the captive shopper ever since. Then, security changed everything. After September 11th, screening lines grew longer, and passengers started arriving hours before their flights. All of that captive waiting time turned terminals into shopping malls with runways attached. Surveys found airline passengers earn well above the national median income, and now they were stuck inside, with time to kill. But the best customer of all arrived by car. Unlike a passenger, a parked car pays by the hour, never asks for a refund, and never complains about legroom. So airports began competing for your car the way hotels compete for guests. Washington Dulles offers a valet service that will dry clean your clothes and wash your car while you fly. Boston Logan has sold parking memberships with an initiation fee, like a country club for your sedan. And the ambition does not stop at the garage. Amsterdam, Dallas, and Dubai are building hotels, offices, logistics parks, and even data centers on airport land. Planners have a name for the dream: the airport city, a place so busy making money on the ground that the runway starts to look like a side business. But every empire has a weakness, and this one arrived as an app. Ride-hailing services let travelers skip the garage entirely, and for the first time in decades, parking money looked mortal. The airports responded like any landlord would. They started charging the apps. Today, nearly every rideshare pickup or drop-off at a major airport includes a fee that flows straight to the airport. If the car will not park, it will still pay. Once you see all this, the airport quietly rearranges itself in front of you. The winding walk through duty-free is not an accident. The long security wait is monetized. The garage next to the terminal is prime real estate. You are not only a passenger here, you are foot traffic. And to be fair, none of this is a scandal. It is the honest math of very expensive infrastructure. Runways lose money. Lattes and parking spots pay for them. Your $20 a day in the garage is quietly subsidizing the jet you are about to board. So the next time you stand at that window, watching engines the size of houses lift 500 tons into the sky, remember what the accountants see. The planes are the show. The garage is the business. And the most valuable traveler at this airport might be the one with 4 wheels waiting patiently in the dark for you to come home.